in mists and shadows of this broken home, where fractured spirits haunt and roam, betrayal sears with an icy grip, marked by the tip of the grinner's tip. In towers high and ruins vast, the night looks on as the die is cast. Welcome, friends, to a very sleepy High Rollers D&D Presents Curse of Strahd. I am your Dungeon Master, Mark Sherlock Humes. And joining me, my good friends. We have here Kim, Trot, Katie, Tom, and Ree.
God.
And what? What are you laughing at now?
Sorry, I just looked at myself when I did this, and it's pretty bad.
Oh, no.
Oh, Mark, what?
Oh.
What is it, Mark?
There he is.
Mark?
It's time to play D&D!
Mark, you okay?
I was going to sort my camera out, and then I thought I would do that. So
just keep going.
No, cut back Trot so I can see where it lines up. I should have done this earlier. Yeah, I just wanted to zoom it out a little bit. Welcome,
such a professional stream. Such a professional stream.
Welcome.
If you're tuning into
our
D&D now, it's always like this.
Kind of is, isn't it, really? It is.
Yeah.
You might be familiar with other very professional streams of D&D, where they're all very slick and professional and nice to each other.
Yep.
None of that fucking here. It's just a bunch of assholes trying to get to one another. And throw each other off. So, welcome. This is episode 17 of Curse of Strahd. Can you believe?
My God.
17 episodes of it as it has been.
Wow.
No major announcements except for one, which I'm going to give to my good friend Kim to talk about the fundraiser she's doing tomorrow night.
Hey! I've run out of ways to spin this. I'm just going to do it.
Just say the same one. It's just a reminder.
Do you like fun, entertainment, good times, banter, people talking to each other, comedians? Do you hate racism? Does racism make you sad? Then tune in to my channel, Friday, 21st of August, 2 p.m. BST to 5 p.m. BST, where I am hosting a fundraising stream for endthevirusofracism.com. It's basically we're raising money to fund the UK's very first not-for-profit organisation to help tackle racism against Southeast and Southeast Asians. Look, there's a graphic. I made it myself. I'm so bad at Photoshop. I have special guests, Viv Yao, and comedian Evelyn Mock, and other comedian Ken Chen. Come join in. I have prizes. There's giveaways. So even if you don't like fighting racism, you could win a prize.
Wow.
Join in.
You're really
Bring a
selling
friend.
it, Kim.
Bring your mum. Bring your dog. Bring your cat. And also, if you know any racists, bring them as well. I'll happily talk to them. Yeah.
Okay. You don't want to... Okay, sure.
Right, okay, yep.
Then the glasses are
There you go.
away.
That's tomorrow, 2 till 5, Kim's Twitch channel. I believe Yogs are hosting it as well. So if you watch on the Yogscast Twitch, they'll be hosting it. Go along, help raise some money, support Kim, do what you can.
Prizes.
Big
and
thing.
If you can't join me in time, just retweet the tweets, spread the word.
Yep.
Take a look at endthevirusofracism.com and donate. There's tweets everywhere with all the links. So send money.
I think we've all retweeted it, so you should be able to find Kim's announcement and tweet and stuff. So grab it from there.
Thank you.
With that, shall we just play the little graphic, and then I will give you a quick recap on where we at.
Yeah.
Last time on Curse of Strahd, as our party ascend the tower of Argon Vostholt, their journey here may be at an end. Having searched everywhere else in the ruined mansion, the only magical weapon they have found so far is in the undead hands of a powerful revenant with a hatred of Strahd so intense he wishes to see the vampire suffer for an eternity rather than be destroyed. In Argonvost's chambers, the party have seen visions and received messages from the dragon's spirit, urging them to return their skull to the mausoleum. With tension still high, but a temporary peace between the party members, the dark of night enshrouds the top of Argonvostholt's tower above its chapel, and that is where we find our players today. Having just fended off a couple of spectral warriors, you now stand in a quite tall, narrow tower. It's only about 15 feet diameter, kind of all the way around. It's very, very narrow. There is a wooden staircase with a wooden sort of platforms and banisters leading up, with Jesper in the lead. And that is where we pick things up today. I believe that everybody is in position. So take it away. What would you guys like to do?
So the combat has ended in this spiral, at least.
Yes,
and I've just run back upstairs. Maybe I'll start making my way back upstairs.
So Jesper's currently at the top of like the next level up, and you can see that there are these wooden platforms and banisters that rise up through the tower. And you can see that the next floor up is where the tower reaches its apex.
Is that all of them? Come on, up here. I'll wait for you. Because I don't want to be alone.
Okay.
Nice.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll just wait for the rest of the group to catch up.
Yeah.
So I think Zeros and Rose will be the closest ones behind Jesper. I'm just going to move everybody over to this section of the map. So yeah, you see the same thing. It's just another kind of like staircase. This one does have two small, narrow wooden doors that seem to lead into the towers where the spectral archers were firing at you from. But with them no longer a threat, the tower simply continues up.
Cool.
This has to be it, surely.
Searched everywhere.
We keep
Just
going.
carry
Then.
on.
Yeah.
Sure. Jesper, are you leading the group?
Hell no. I'm like, let's go.
Okay, fine.
I just need
Fine,
an
message.
order for who's going up the tower. Zeros leading the way?
Okay.
I'm gonna go behind Zero.
Zeros.
He's going first.
Okay. Well, Zeros, when you step, I'm just going to shuffle you a little bit. When you step about here, as you kind of begin crossing the main section of the wooden platform that you're going over, you hear wood creak and snap. And I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Ah, crap. So I'm going to fall. -1 on my dex
Can I try
save.
and reach
15,
out for him?
though.
15 is just enough. So Rose, as you start reaching towards Zeros, the wood collapses beneath you. The whole section breaks away, but you manage to kind of spin round, and as Ziki goes to grab you as well, you grab a hand on the edge of the banister and pull yourself free next to your sister as you emerge, leaving probably about a 20-foot drop down to the floor you were just on from the staircase up. And it looks like this wasn't a malicious trap, more that the wood itself has become rotten and worn over time, being eaten at by weevils and bugs and all sorts of nasty creatures. And now it leaves a big 10-foot wide
Hole.
gap.
Hole.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Hole is the word you're looking for there. Right. I guess it's jumpable, right? That's not a mega jump.
For some of you, it will definitely be quite easily jumpable. The difficulty here is there's not a lot of room to get a running jump. So,
We can run along the outer wall in like a spiral, like Naruto. Naruto does that, right? No, I don't think he does that. I don't know anything about Naruto.
Naruto.
I'll offer to help anyone by a little boost, a little throw, or
Kind of
like maybe a
trying to throw
whip,
someone.
like momentum style.
Sure. Yeah, you could do that. I think, with Dog's Body doing that, anybody with a strength score of, I'd say strength score of, 12 would be able to clear the jump without any difficulties.
Mine is
Oh.
13.
13. So Rose, you could easily, like, with Dog's Body kind of giving you a swing, you can kind of use whatever distance there is to get a little run up. And then, yeah, with Dog's Body's help, he kind of throws you some of the distance, and you manage to land on the other side easily enough.
I cannot jump the distance. You'll have to toss me.
Yeah.
So Rose, yeah, you make it, and you can kind of begin making your way up the next level of stairs up to the very top of the tower as you see fit.
Can I get to the opposite side in an attempt to grab people if they do manage to fall? Even
Yeah, you've
after
got like a
Dog's
strength
Body
of
throws them?
18. You've got like strength 18, right?
Yeah, 19.
Yeah. 19. You don't really need much help from Dog's Body, but yeah, with a good leap, you clear the space and you can sort of
I just one stride
put
it.
yourself
Strut.
in a position. Not quite, but yeah, sure.
Ah.
Yeah, and you're in a position where if anybody does fall, they'll at least have advantage on the saving throw where you'll be able to kind of catch them.
Nice.
Anybody else going across?
Seems useful.
Well, I've got an acrobatics of +7, even though my strength is 11. So,
Right.
can I
Acrobatics
dexterously?
is really good at... Well, acrobatics is really good for things like balancing and, pivoting on a narrow beam. Acrobatics is not
Yeah.
about jumping. Jumping is strength. Jumping is athletics.
Doing cool somersaults as you fall to your death.
Mhm. Yeah, you could definitely... Acrobatics would help you land more safely, but it's not going
What
to
about
help
if
you
he
get
does a
across
sweep?
this 10-foot gap.
What if he swings off
sweep?
my arm? There's a little sweet swing.
Yeah, I'll
I
do
mean,
a
that's,
roll for it then.
that's why the strength is there. It'd be athletics. It's an athletics check to if you want to try and clear the jump. If you don't have a strength of 12, yeah. So as you try and jump, just the distance is a bit too great, and even with Dog's Body swing, you're gonna need to make a dex saving throw. You do have advantage thanks to Zeros.
First roll is 26. Second roll is a nat 1, so I'm glad.
So Zeros grabs you as you jump. Like Zeros grabs you by the hand and is holding you as you are 20 feet above.
What if he does? Can we just have like a brief moment where it's like, "Long live the king"?
I think that there is definitely, if this were a
Oh,
movie, we would
yeah.
have like a pause as Zeros looks down at Jesper and Jesper is looking up at Zeros, who has him kind of dangling 20 feet.
Before I pull him up, you're welcome.
Jesper's
Nice.
awkwardly silent, brushes himself off, nods at Zeros, and then continues
Carries
forward.
on.
It's thank you.
This way.
Irina looks over and is like,
We'll get the others first.
Ismark and I will wait. We shall wait here, rather than risking any of us to jump across. Just in case any creatures try to come up behind you, I think it best if perhaps we wait here.
I didn't drop him.
Okay.
He fell on his own. Scrawny bugger. That wasn't me. If you're doubting my ability to
okay.
help you,
Not at all. No, I just think it perhaps makes more sense for Ismark and I to guard behind whilst you go up to the top.
Sure.
Okay.
Ziki, Dog's Body.
Dragon
I have a
Lady.
strength score of 10. And acrobatics
need
is
a
0.
check. Well, you will need an athletics check to make your way across. Zeros is there. He's like got an arm outstretched for you.
You got this.
In the arms
You don't
of
got this.
Dex saving throw with advantage, please, Ziki.
Rhiannon is the most cursed D&D player
I
I think
know.
I've ever known.
Hey.
Hey, there we
There you
go.
go.
So again, very similar. Zeke, you go to jump, but you don't have the strength to clear the
Yeah.
distance. But Zeros reaches out, one big muscular dragon arm, wraps around your wrist and pulls you up onto the ledge beside him.
Thank you, Zeros.
Tell that to Jesper.
Thank you, Jesper.
Teach him some manners.
What about you, Dog's Body? Are you going to try and jump across, or are you going to stay behind?
Nah. Get ready to catch me, Dragon Boy! And I...
You've got what's your
I've
I've
strength?
already turned
on
around
Dog's
and I'm
Body?
walking.
16!
16.
Guess that's it.
Yeah, you don't need. You don't need a check either. You can just leap across easily enough.
Ta-da!
So kind of crowding around the stairs, Dog's Body with a big sort of like bounding leap, with a short run up, manages to clear it as well. And yeah, you guys have a staircase leading up. Jesper, do you lead them upstairs, or are you letting somebody else?
Why'd you keep asking me?
Go ahead.
Because you're at the
You're at the
front.
front.
All right. Yes, this time I will lead the pack.
Hey. What's your
Can't
passive
even-
perception?
To get away from Zeros. It is 13.
13. Rose, are you going up beside Jesper?
Sure. Mine is 15.
15. Oh, that's good to know. Good to know. So, when you emerge at the top, Jesper, there is a sudden noise as the fluttering of many, many birds erupts through the top of this tower. Black feathers kind of surround you for a moment as you see a swarm of ravens just beginning to fly away from their roosting perch here at the top of the tower. The wooden stairs climb to the tower's peak, which is a stone floor and a 30-foot high pitched roof. Ravens were roosted on crisscrossing rafters, coming and going through small holes in the roof. A 10-foot high, 5-foot wide arched windows are evenly spaced around the walls. Each window consists of lead latticework filled with small panes of glass. You can see that the top here, whilst night, the view, if this were day, you would be able to see for miles, probably for most of the Valley of Barovia, as you are high up, not in the hills, but also now at the top of the tower. There is a small, I would describe it almost like a basin in the very center of the room. Stone, carved with dragons curling up its base, holding up a large stone basin that perhaps would have once been filled with firewood and pitch, but now stands empty. The rest of you guys follow up behind Rose and Jesper?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. And that is what you find up here so far.
I
Without
was
further
so sure.
investigating it.
So sure something would be here. There must be something.
What do you mean? You could look.
Yeah, I'll go start snooping around the basin,
Sure.
seeing if there's any like hidden switches or buttons or
Give
levers.
me an investigation check. What is everyone else doing whilst Trot is rolling that?
So you can
Got
see
the
over
four
all of
windows.
Barovia, you say?
Yeah. So you can see. Look, basically, you could look north, south, east, west. There are windows spaced all around this tower, so you can look in almost any direction. Lead, glass panes. The window sills are incredibly dusty, and you can see that thick cobwebs and piles of refuse from the ravens, bits of nest, have been collected along the window sills.
Damn. I mean, last time we saw a ton of ravens, they gave us gifts.
Well, I think Rose probably would notice that there are a few things glittering along the windowsills, amongst the nests and the cobwebs and things like that. What'd you get on your investigate, Jesper?
17.
17. You begin examining the base, and you don't find switches or anything which would indicate a secret compartment or anything like that, but there is something odd. There are runes, draconic runes, inscribed along the basin. There is almost a mystical element to this basin.
Something magical and draconic here. I'm sure two of us can read it.
I can
I'll
help
leave
read.
it to you.
I can't.
Sure. So Ziki goes over to read the draconic runes. Okay. Rose, Dog's Body, anything in particular? Zeros, anything you guys want to do?
Can
Guys,
I
anything?
look at the things that I see in the nests or the windowsill?
Pick a direction. Do you want to look in the north windowsill or the western windowsill?
North?
Okay, north. Sure. Dog's Body? Zeros?
I'll proceed in the direction I believe to be west.
Okay.
Just
Zero?
look at
Sure.
whatever's in there.
You go
I
with
mean, looking
Dogsbody?
out over the actual view, can I see Ravenloft?
Well, it's nighttime, so no. There it is. You can see for a few, not very far outside, as the night sky, thick with clouds, not much moonlight shining through, does not give you a particularly good vision of the surrounding area. But at daytime, if you come up here at daybreak, you would, be able to see for miles. You'd definitely be able to see pretty much most of Barovia. Ziki,
Okay,
when you
fair
read the
enough.
Draconic runes, the
Mhm.
Draconic runes, they are more magical in nature, but the interpretation that you get is that when a condition is met, this beacon, it will be lit, but not in a traditional sense with fire and oil. That a magical effect will be conjured here, and it seems to be pretty good in alignment. Looking at the runes being used, it is that of protection, of light, of goodness, holy power would resonate from this place if a certain condition is met.
Is it to do with the dragon skull?
I mean, you can definitely make that assumption. The symbols seem to, the wording does reflect the power of the Morning Lord. There's a holy connection here, maybe not to a god that Ziki knows, but it definitely does seem to connect with some of the imagery that you saw in Argynvost's chambers, that of this tower being lit up with a holy light and spreading its light over Barovia. That did seem to match up to perhaps the effect it's describing here. Rose, when you examine the northern windowsill, you discover there's kind of a scattering of silver rings and bronze bracelets and several coins. There's about sort of 32 gold coins worth of currency, as well as, a bright polished silver ring worth 50 gold. And a set of brass armlets worth 25 gold.
Quite a bit of gold.
And
Nice.
then Dog's Body.
Sorry, how much did
Go
you
on.
say in coin worth? So
I
50 GP silver rings and 25 GP bronze bracelets. Is that?
literally can't
Yeah,
remember what I just said.
I
It's literally gone. Let's say 32 gold coins worth of money.
Okay.
It literally just went from my head, and it's not a written down note I have. So, 32 gold coin worth of monies. Dog's Body, when you approach the western windowsill, you have to brush away some cobwebs that have stretched across the lead lattice work. The crumbling stone of the tower has left pieces of debris, and you can see that a raven's nest has been constructed here. But it's been constructed around something. And when you look down, there is the hilt of a longsword.
Oh!
Just the hilt. A grip with a flat, very polished, well-made guard, made from a bright silver. But that is what you find.
I guess there's no like runes or writing or fun stuff on it, or
I don't believe so.
doesn't have the word
Just the
Axel
hilt.
written
No.
on it.
No, it's a
Ooh.
platinum hilt, so it has a platinum hilt and guard. The bottom pommel is almost like an empty loop, but it's engraved. It's very, very beautiful. It's very, very well made. Looks like that the blade was removed from it. It has the kind of gap in the cross guard where the blade would have been set.
Yeah, I guess
Huh.
I'll reach out and take it. And hey,
Mhm.
look what I found. Nice sword though. I guess I could stab someone with it. Hard enough, might work.
When you hold it, Dog's
Uh-oh.
Body, the hilt feels incredibly light. It doesn't have the same heft or weight that you would expect from a longsword weapon. And as you hold it, you definitely get a sense of, you feel these emotions kind of wash over you. Relief, a little bit of worry, a little bit of suspicion, but all mired in a greater sense of relief.
Oh, that feels nice. Man, all my worries washed away. Is this what meditation does? Oh, I feel great, guys. Imagine what I feel like if we found the rest of this sword.
Well, it's useless
I do like an
now.
Arcana check.
Yeah, I mean, Ziki, you don't necessarily need to spend an Arcana check if you just spend some time, examining this blade. I mean, Dog's Body, would you let Ziki hold it, or are you just gonna kind of keep tight grip?
I'm probably kind of swishing it around. Haha. Pretending.
Okay.
I'm just
Yeah, I
being
mean,
annoying.
you'd
I'm being
need
a
to
child.
hold it to examine it, Ziki. You'd need to
Yeah,
physically
right.
examine it to.
Take away Dog's
Yeah.
Body's new toy. I get it. Here you go.
Can I just
I see
quickly
you
just
looking at
to
it.
take a look, just to see? I just wanted to take a look, just see what's going on with it.
Might be cursed.
So Ziki, as you hold it, yeah, you get this same sense of relief washing through you, and you feel it coming from the weapon itself. There is a sense of curiosity building, an emotion sort of concern, but mixed with that curiosity of, the unknown. Examining it, if you spend some time examining it, maybe sort of like a few minutes, this is this is definitely magical. You would need it to be, you need to identify it properly to know what functions it has, how to activate whatever magic it has. But this is definitely magical from the way that you can sense there's a sentience to this thing. There is an intelligence to this thing, and it is imbued with a powerful magic.
Okay,
For sure.
I'll give it back to Dog's Body. Thank you. It's very strange emotive response it's giving off. But it doesn't seem dangerous.
You feel it too.
Yeah.
Hey, what if we put it in that basin of yours over there?
Oh. Well, the basins, they say something about meeting a condition. Like I think it's maybe to do with the skull, perhaps.
It's blood.
It gives off
Probably
this
blood.
protective. Probably.
Everything in this country's blood. Let's bleed in it. Let's see what happens if you bleed in it. It's probably blood.
So, we came all this way to look for another relic to help us. And it has guided us towards a sword without a blade. Fantastic.
Well, there is one other sword that you found that looked magical.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, we did. We did.
We did.
Yeah. What's everyone doing at this point? As Ziki and Dog's Body are examining the sword, what's everyone else up to?
I mean, the basin wants good, holy energy, or a roundabout way of saying radiant energy, and I'm like, evil. So
I am the living embodiment of evil.
So I don't know.
Why
All I
don't
can
you
do here.
try putting the sword in the basin?
Yeah, go on then.
You said you felt good.
It's
You said you felt like your worries had gone.
nice. 10 years off of me.
That
Do I look
or-
younger? I feel younger.
Sure. Maybe. I don't know. If it's the skull, we
Flex.
can't get that back. But it seems like something else would power it. Argynvost must have been able to power it before he died, so it seems like that maybe wouldn't be the cause of that beacon.
It's worth a try.
Thinking
will-
logically.
Stroll nonchalantly but confidently over to the basin. Tentatively place the pommel in it. Stand back.
Yeah, you as you begin sort of lowering the sword towards it, there is a sense of trepidation, of hesitation that you feel coming from the blade. A sense of frustration as well, an emotion of frustration. But you kind of like touch the pommel to the basin. You hear the platinum tap against stone. Nothing.
Right. Well, radiance, right? Do we think radiant magic might work?
Work
Zeke,
with what? What are you trying to accomplish here?
Zeke was saying that the runes, the dragon writing, says something about holy protection conditions being met. You got a sense
Right.
of, I don't know, like light in this beacon.
Is it maybe not just a magical beacon? Nothing more?
Could well be, but we've come this far, may as well try something.
True.
Rose, you do begin to hear sort of like a flapping noise coming from the night sky.
Goddamn
Can
ravens.
I,
Closer.
can I have a look out the windows? See if I can spot it.
Yeah. You begin sort of like scanning around the windows, and you can see with the night clouds around them, and as the clouds drift across the night sky, the moon kind of breaks through for just a moment, illuminating some of the area around Argynvostholt. And flying towards the tower, perhaps sort of 60 feet or so away at this point, outside of the main top tower, you can see 3 women flying through the air, dressed in beautiful fine robes. Their trails of these dresses, these thin silk dresses, trailing through the air like ribbons, floating, moving as if they were swimming through the sea. Their beautiful faces, their pale skin, and blood-red lips, as their hair flows behind them as well. And you just hear, Rose, one screech. As one of them begins pointing a finger towards you, and you see that they bear fangs. Let's roll initiative.
Damn it! It's a good thing we didn't roll light that beacon.
Shit.
I was about to.
I
about
rolled a
to
0
cast-
on initiative.
0. Wow.
Oh,
I guess you won't be fighting.
wow.
So
I've
yeah.
never seen that before.
Right, I'm going to do a
Well,
roll
I
on
think
You
here.
have to have
Sorry,
a minimum
guys.
of a 1.
What, do I roll again? Like,
No, I think you just get a minimum of a 1. You have -2, so you're the bottom of the
I
track.
vanish. I'm gone. See ya.
Zeke.
Bye.
What's the
That's a
total?
19?
That's
19.
the total, yeah?
Yeah.
21 for Jesper.
Yep.
What have we got for Dog's Body? What's the total on Dog's Body?
8.
8. Rose?
13.
13. And then Irina. Oh, I forgot to add Ismark to the encounter as well.
Oh boy. My boy.
I'll manually roll him.
He's not your boy,
boy.
anymore.
I'll just get his stats up.
He's boy. He's just boy.
You hear a kind of call from below, like, "Is everything all right? What was that?" Jesper. You hear the screech echo around, and you see Rose looking out the window in the direction of these 3 women flying towards the tower.
There's 3 figures flying towards us. We need help. I'm going to cast Heroism on Dog's Body.
Hello.
Okay.
So you gain
heroism
2 temp HP. You're immune to being frightened. And the start of each your turn, you gain hit points 2 per turn.
With temporary hit points.
yeah.
So they don't stack.
But you will regain it if you lose it.
Yeah.
And it lasts for a minute under concentration.
It's basically at the start of your turn, you'll gain 2 temporary hit points, but they don't stack. So if you didn't lose them the previous turn, you don't get 4.
So they just replenish if I get.
It's you basically you have 2 temporary hit points every turn until the spell goes away.
I'll draw my swords, but then also back away because I feel like I'm going to be relatively with my mundane weapons, so to speak. We'll see, but I'm preparing myself.
Maybe. I'm just going to get some creatures on the field. Do you want to move anywhere? I mean, feel free to move yourself, Jesper. You are currently up in the
They're
tower.
approaching from which direction? This direction?
Yeah.
Northeast?
Sorry, I'm just trying to move stuff. Yeah, they'd be coming from the northeast, basically.
Whoop, whoop,
So-
whoop, whoop, whoop.
They're about 60 feet away at this point. So.
I'll just back up to the opposite side.
Okay.
So that if they were to smash through the windows, I wouldn't get shards of glass embedded into me.
Cool. Ziki, you are next.
I will back away from the window and move back.
You can move down the stairs,
Into
or
the
do you want to
room?
move more up into the turret? that
Up
you're
into the
currently
turret, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
So move in there. I'm just going to move these guys. Anything else? You just moving? Any actions?
I'll just say, move back from the windows.
Okay. Okay. So flying at 60 feet. The first one does appear at the window. You see that she's a pale elven woman. You can see these long ears stretching up behind her. Her hair is like that of wheat, golden wheat, kind of splaying out all around her. And with one clawed, very kind of almost delicate, petite hand, she just completely breaks and shatters the window. Zeros, you're almost kind of covered in glass as it sprays down, and then she pulls herself inside. And she looks around. Our master said that you would be here, searching for something. He has unfinished business with all of you. But that is her turn. It took all of her movement to get here. Rose.
I can't load anything, so you're gonna have to move me.
Yeah, that's fine. I can move you and stuff. So you've basically kind of got one almost directly in front of you, that's just smashed through the window. Is one of these.
So if I move
vampiric
away,
women.
is she close enough to get a swipe?
No,
Can I move?
not close enough to get a swipe. No, you can still move currently without provoking any opportunity attacks. You could either stay up here, or you could move down the tower to the section below.
I will move down, but still have so that I have a shot on her. So kind of
you can, if you
move down a bit, but shoot up.
Yeah, if you go down, probably no more than sort of 5 feet. If you go 10 feet down, you won't be able to see her. But if you take a 5-foot step back down the stairs, you can still see the top half of her body to take 2 shots.
I will cast Slayer's Prey and take 2 shots at her. 18 plus 9 to hit.
Yes, that will hit 18 plus 9 for sure.
12 plus 9.
12 plus 9 is also a hit.
So 5 damage on the first shot. I rolled 2 1s on my damage, so 5 damage on the next shot.
5 damage. Very much like the vampiric
Can't do
spawn you
anything.
fought before. The arrow does not quite have as much impact.
And 5 damage from Slayer's Prey.
5 damage from Slayer's
That
Prey.
is
Perfect.
it.
Okay. That was the first attack. Oh, that was from both
that was
attacks, the
everything.
5 damage?
I rolled
Okay,
2 1s.
alright.
So it's 10 damage plus the 5 from thing. I rolled like shit.
I missed the first 5. I'm sorry. So yeah, 2 arrows into her. But you can see very much like before, she just kind of snaps them, pulls them free, and the little arrowheads pushed out as she begins to regenerate. There is a second sound of smashing, and this one would probably come from the other side. She will dash, and Jesper, you see the same thing as Zeros did, kind of the window smashes, and this second figure, an auburn-haired halfling woman, in fact, so smaller in stature, but you can see these long trailing robes flowing down around her legs as she pulls herself free. My, what do we have here? A Vistana? Excellent. But that was her action to dash. Dog's body.
So how many of us are still in this? Yeah, so I
Pretty much everybody but Rose is still in the very top of the tower.
Okay,
You and Zeke are beside the basin, in the middle of the room. You've got one vampiric lady on your left, one sort of to the northeast, and Jesper just behind you.
Okay, so it's quite close quarters. So I think I still have my Crimson Right damage up because it says because I activated it
When you fought the specters.
earlier, and it says until you complete a short or long rest. So I haven't done that.
Sure,
so
yeah.
I still have Crimson Right. So
Perfect.
I'm just gonna straight up attack the one that is nearest to me. So in the west.
Yep, it's the little halfling vampiric S.
I'm rolling some digi dice because, so 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 to hit.
23 hits. Yep, absolutely.
And then, so a D, it's on the floor, for fuck's sake.
It's been a long time since we've had that.
5, 6, 7, 8. 8 points of regular damage and 3 points of cold damage
Okay.
on my first.
So this one, the axe comes biting down, and you see this little halfling, this kind of round-faced, rosy-cheeked, but now very, very pale, frizzy auburn head, just bears these vicious fangs. I can smell it on you, creature. How dare you strike me?
I smell what? I haven't washed in a while. I know that. Sorry.
I
Puddles are very
smell
hard
the
to.
beast scent on you, filthy creature. Anything else, Dog's body?
Don't know what you're talking about. I've got an extra attack. 16 plus 6 is 22.
It's
That is a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 regular damage and 1 cold damage.
cold. Yeah, she kind of shrieks, ah! Kind of calling back, and you see the other vampiric woman hiss in your direction as well. As you do so. Anything else?
Do you know what? I'm going to try a cheeky little Blood Curse of Binding. It's probably not going to work, but let's go.
By all means.
So you attempt to bind a creature you can see within 30 feet of you. That is no more than a size larger than you. The target must succeed. Oh my god, what is my reading today? Succeed on a strength saving throw, DC 12.
22.
Yeah, no, that's not going to work, is it? Carry on.
So you reach out with this blood curse to try and bind her, locking her in place, and you just get this kind of mean look as her eyes turn crimson red. Your little magics won't work on me, creature. From the other side, the final woman bursts in front of you, Rose, at the top of the stairs, smashing through. My. This one appears to be human woman, dark, raven black hair, and she definitely is the most pale of all of them. Pulls herself through, hair tied up in a kind of tight ponytail, long red dress, and as she pulls through, she's just like, so, you are the ones who brought our new little kitty cat to the castle, are you? I look forward to seeing what the master does with that one. But there's a full action to dash and break through the window, so we go to Zeros.
Oh my god, I'm moving.
Yeah, as a point of housekeeping, because I activated the curse, I took a d6 of damage. I rolled a 1, but then with Jesper's healing heroism, I'm back.
Takes it off the
Did
temporary hit
nothing.
points. Okay.
Did nothing.
Nice. Okay, I want to do, because I'm quite low on HP, I want to do a second wind. So I get 1d10 plus 3.
Second wind.
8. 8 healing to myself, which wasn't as good as I'd hoped. And then I want to whack this one right next to me with my sword. I can't flame it just yet because it's a bonus action for thingy. But
It's still magical.
boom! Oh my Christ! 14 to hit.
You bring this giant sword down, and this, elven woman with blonde hair just catches it in her hands, just like catches the blade dead stop, smiles, throws it to the side, and you're like, oh, fuck.
That's new.
Ooh,
That's different.
Try again. Anything else, Zeros?
Huh. That's all she wrote.
All she wrote. You hear another voice kind of calling up like, we can't get to you. Can you get that? We can't help. The gap, I can't jump it. Ismark, go. And then you hear like a couple of grunts as Ismark leaps the gap to try and get up the stairs to assist.
Lad.
But you hear him turn around like, I can't leave you, sister. Not entirely. I don't want you to lose my sight. Leave my sight. Jesper.
I'm going to try and cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on it. The
Which
one
one?
closest
The
to me,
one
the
closest to you?
halfling, fighting
Halfling lady?
Dog's body. So that's a save of 13.
What do you say?
Wisdom. That's a good question. They just
Tell a
start
joke,
perceiving
funny
everything
man.
as funny, right? So
I mean, you don't have to say anything. Yeah, I was just if you had something you wanted to say more than anything.
I feel like Jesper's still grumpy about Zeros, so he doesn't have anything to give that would be funny. Just the spell itself.
It could even just be part of like your, the Vistana eye. You kind of just look at this creature, and you just see as this rosy, pale-skinned halfling just begins sort of like, and she just begins cackling, spinning in the air. She actually lands, so she's stood on the wall, and she's just bent over, cackling to herself, laughing.
That does drop the heroism off of Dog's body, and also I will say, leave this one alone. If we engage with it, it will break this curse I've put upon it. Let it laugh
You say
while we
that
deal
out
with the
loud?
others. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else, Jesper? Would you like to move? Bonus actions?
I'm going to look over the balcony to my right and see the progress of Ismark.
You don't see him appear. Yeah, you don't see him appear.
Slow.
I'll jump over.
Okay, so Jesper, with a kind of leap, you kind of throw yourself over the banister with Dexter. I'm not going to make you roll. This is easy enough for Jesper to do. Being super acrobatic, you just kind of hoist yourself over, and you land delicately on the stone steps, weapons drawn, ready. You can see, looking down, you can see that Ismark is on the other side of the gap, but he is looking back to Irina and is kind of torn between leaving her side and coming up to fight.
Can I, with my movement, get to the gap and throw down my arms to, like, as an assist if they try and jump it?
Okay, yeah, so you're offering your hand for Irina to jump across?
Yes.
Okay, sure. Right. Zeros, the blonde elven woman, looks to you. She
feel like we
looks
could-
over at the cackling halfling and just rolls her eyes. And then she just turns her attention to you. Go on, Ziki. Oh, sorry, Ziki, it was your turn.
Me.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It
That's
was
all right.
me. I said Ziki, and then yes, we've done the go, and then it threw me off. Your go.
No worries. Can I cast Sacred Flame at the one in front of Zeros?
Yeah, absolutely, you can.
Cool.
So throw for me.
Dex 13.
Dex 13 as a 16, unfortunately.
Oh, okay, no worries. I'm going to move.
She seems supernaturally agile. She kind of seems to almost distort the air as she moves. as the flame
Sort of move
passes.
like between like those two in rows.
So get
so I can sort of
behind
help
the
Rose
one
out.
facing Rose. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Perfect. The one fighting Zeros will point and say, "Sister, deal with that draconic creature. She will be a problem if she hits us with her magic." And then she turns to Zeros. "But you, my warrior, I can deal with you." And she will reach out and with one claw, what scratches across your face. That's a 25 to hit.
Jesus.
Yeah. 3, 5. 8 points of slashing damage, and then she does it again. For a 24 to hit.
Ah.
For another 8 points of slashing damage.
Ah.
These claws, these, sharp nails just rip through your scales as you do so. And then she kind of hunches back into a defensive stance. She actually walks backwards, not getting out of your reach, but she kind of begins walking up the side of the wall as if it was the floor, as if gravity just becomes the floor for her, and she's now hunched up on this top of the wall looking down towards you.
Goddamn MC Escher ass motherfucker.
Rose, you are next.
MC Escher.
There is a vampire spawn in front of you.
Can I cast protection from evil and good on myself?
You can indeed, yeah. It's action, right, to
Sweet.
cast that?
Yeah.
And that's
So,
disadvantage to any undead.
Disadvantage
attacks.
to any undead that attack me.
Nice.
Very cool. Very cool.
Um,
The creature laughing, does that get a saving throw, Trot? Anything else, by
Yeah,
the way, Rose?
at
Like
the-
movement or bonus action? At the end of its turn?
Not right now. No.
Okay. Yeah, so Trot, at the end of its turn, it gets a saving throw? She gets a saving throw?
Wait, what?
Yeah, he forgot about this when it was cast on you. DC is a fail. That's a 9. So the little halfling woman just keeps cackling, and she now starts almost like a child, but sat on the wall as if it was the floor. She just begins kind of like stomping her hands and her feet, and you can see not tears, but like blood beginning to form in her eyes where tears would be. And she's just like, and she's trying to wipe at it, and it's just blood smearing across her face.
So-
she does so.
yeah.
Dog's
If
body,
she
that's
were-
the one in front of you.
If she
Go
were
on.
to take damage, it's not an instant removal, it's just an
She
advantage
just
on a
gets another
wisdom
saving
save.
throw. Okay. So she gets a saving throw with advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. Dog's body.
Nah, man, I'm going by what the man told me. I'm a good.
You're a good dog. You're a good boy.
Can I run over to the one that Zeros is fighting?
Yep, next to
and
Ziki
have a whack.
and Zeros. Sure.
Have a whack on that. So great axe smack. I'm fucking rolling it off my table. I hate my life. Sorry.
Roll digitally, it's way
12
better.
Plus 6. I can't. 12 plus 6 is an 18.
That's a hit. Yep, it's a hit.
That is an 8 plus 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Plus 1 point of cold damage.
Alright, I forgot their regeneration. So how much damage was that? Sorry, just repeat it again for me. I was doing their healing.
8 plus
8 normal, and then
4. No, 8 plus
sure.
4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Plus 1 cold damage. So 12
Okay.
slashy, 1 coldy.
Sure. So the blow comes down, it cuts into her arm. You can see that as it cuts through her flesh, it's already beginning to knit itself back together again, like you've seen with other vampire spawn in the past. Second attack.
17 plus 6, so that's a 23.
Definitely hit.
Plus 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 regular damage, and 3 cold damage.
Yep. And a huge blow comes swinging down. She raises her arm, it cuts through it partially, and you can see bone and sinew. Not much blood, but it begins, again, knitting itself back together as you do so. Anything else, Dog's Body, on your turn?
No.
The one in between Zeke and Rose, kind of on either side of you can see she's now looking at both of you, turning her head as if it's difficult to look at both of you. Like, she's hissing and growling. You have something. They've done something, sister. Something to protect themselves. I can feel it. And she begins crawling up the wall until she's stood on the ceiling. You both get an attack of opportunity against her, actually, as she basically scurries up to the top of the ceiling. Would need to be a melee attack, I think, Rose. So it needs to be with a short sword.
Pull up sword, yeah. 17.
17 will hit.
I rolled full damage. 6 plus 4, so 10 damage.
10 damage, so
Not that it's
half,
magical.
as it is non-magical. Yeah, but 5 damage still. Cool, yeah, so you swipe at her, cutting a piece of her flesh as she runs up. Ziki?
I've got my daggers. I can pull out daggers and go for a swipe.
Yeah, you can
I've
make an
got
attack.
2 weapon fighting. So can I attack her twice?
Yeah, you can. It's your bonus action, so you can't on an opportunity attack, but on your turn you can attack twice with a bonus action.
Awesome.
So you attack with a normal action, then bonus action.
That's 9.
Yeah, you just whip through the air. You're a spellcaster, you're not meant to attack, so
yeah.
It's okay. So yeah, the knife just goes through the air as she scurries up to the top, and she kind of looks around, because she can kind of sense that something's wrong with you. She looks over to the laughing halfling. Snap out of it! What are you doing wasting time? Our master gave us an order. Where has the other one gone? Where is the Vistana? And she will drop down onto the stairs, directly next to Ismark and Jesper. Boom. So she lands. Jesper, you hear this impact as this woman lands on the stone, bringing her claws up beside you and Ismark. Zeros.
Oh, holy shit. Okay, I want to do a good solid whacking once again.
Okay.
This time, flame on. Flameo, my hot man.
He who grins ignites in flame.
Hello, physical dice, my old friend. Let's see. Oh, 24 to hit this one.
That will definitely hit this one.
And I want to try something special with this little boy. I want to use a Divine Smite, please, Mark.
Oh,
what level of
he
Divine
is.
Smite are you using, Tom? First level? Is that what you got?
I only have first level, Mark.
Okay. Well, these are undead, so you get a bonus D8 on top of your normal Divine Smite. So what is it, 2D8 normally?
Yeah, so it's 3d8 of Damagios.
With the extra one. Extra
of Divine Smite.
Out of interest, Tom, because a Divine Smite, normally there has to be some sort of, like, effect, or you say something, or there's some sort of, mental element. Like, what is it for Zeros? Do we see anything? Do we see anything change?
I mean, it's like if the flames on the sword, like, almost, they stopped flaring outwards and just completely went inside the sword. So it's now, like, red hot. It's
so inside that thin
hot
gap. Yeah, it goes. The blades become superheated along their edges. Those of you who look at Zeroth, his eyes, the ruby eyes that he came back with, are blazing with the same fire. You can see there's flame inside the ruby, like it was trapped inside a gemstone. Jesper does not see that because Jesper is on the floor below.
Cool. So I'll do the damage for He Who Grins, which is 22.
That's the attack roll. 14
22
plus
damage.
22.
And now 3d8 is 14 Damagios.
Yep.
And that's that, I think. How's she feel about that one?
Well, when you bring the blade down, you feel the searing radiance channeled through this infernal pact that you have made. The fire becomes more than just flame. It becomes the manifestation of Asmodeus's will, and as it plunges into the creature, you see that pale flesh actually begin to turn black and disintegrate around the wound, and this unholy scream echoes not only through this watchtower, but out into the night of Barovia. Just this. kind of erupts through. And when she does, the other two, even the one who's laughing, through the laughter, there is this simultaneous scream from the two of them at the same time as you do so. Is that your turn?
She's still alive?
She is indeed. But it doesn't look
But
like she'll
still
be
screeching.
regenerating much.
I mean, I don't like that she also grabbed my sword and slashed me twice. So I'm going to use a, one of those fighter things that they do. It's action surge and do it again, but not with the divine smite this time.
Nice.
And this is 22 damage. 22 to hit, sorry.
Well, that
um,
hits.
and then, ba-ba-boom! Oh my god. Only 18 damage.
Only.
Points of damage. The flaming blade, as you bring it in for a second strike, cuts through, and you can now see her chest is almost partially open and this blackened heart kind of beating within. The flames lick her body. Still standing, though. Just
Damn it, okay.
I go.
it's technically it's Ismark's go. And
I thought you
Ismark
said
and Irina.
Jesper.
No. Ismark rushes forward for this newfound threat, and whipping out his longsword and his axe, he will make 3 attacks. I'm just going to check his base attack bonus and stuff. View page, please. He has +5, so that is a hit on his first longsword. That is a miss on his second longsword, and then on his hand axe is a natural 20.
Oh,
So
what
it's
a boy.
Half
Nice.
damage from the first one, so 5 damage from the first attack. And the next one is 6 + 3 is 9. For another 10, so another 5 points of damage. So even though he strikes, like, the first blow is a longsword, it cuts through the woman's blouse into her shoulder. The next is an axe strike into her head. He kind of embeds the hatchet and has to, like, yank it back. But this deep cut that runs through her skull just is, like, already knitting back together again. And she kind of cocks her head and is just like, well, that wasn't very nice, was it? Irina will attempt to jump the gap to join the battle with Jesper holding his hand out. She has advantage on her dex saving throw that she has to make as she fumbles the jump, but Jesper, you catch Irina/Tatiana and pull her up onto the side. She looks at these creatures, the woman fighting, and she's like, they are Strahd's brides, former lovers that he has taken. They have been sent by him. Jesper, your turn.
I can't fight them. Ismark can't either. We need something more.
Did you find the weapon? Did you find it?
A useless hilt.
Hilt. She just seems confused.
You're right there, Trot.
Trot knows things. Trot knows things that none of the rest of you know. And it's very frustrating for him.
Let's play my character. I'm going to give...
You're doing good.
Ismark, you could do this. Fight strong. I'm going to give him a bardic inspiration as a bonus action.
La, la, la.
And
Sure.
I'm going to just come in swinging as well.
Sure, so move up next to
Yeah, this.
at the bottom of the stairs.
creature.
You and Ismark holding the bottom of the stairs. Sure.
Right. Here comes the rapier. 21 to hit, 9 piercing.
Here comes the rapier. Definitely hits.
Do-do-do-do.
And my second attack is a 22 dagger with 7 piercing.
So that's going to be 4 damage from the first one as they are non-magical, and then another 3 damage from
3.
the dagger. So with the rapier and then stab him with a knife, but very much like Ismark, both of these wounds are already beginning to heal as you strike. Anything else? I think that's your whole turn, isn't it, pretty much? So we go to Ziki.
Let's see. So that one's on her last legs.
Yeah, the one fighting your brother, the one fighting Zeros and Dog's body, I mean,
Yeah.
looks a mess. She looks like she's about to fall apart any second now.
All right.
Excellent.
They don't need my help. I'm gonna run down the stairs. And come help the guys down there.
Okay. Yeah, you emerge. Do you want to go directly up next to the vampire, or do you want to kind of keep some distance?
I'll keep some distance from her. And I'm gonna try.
You're right.
I'll try Sacred Flame again.
Okay.
I think Tom's not okay.
What's wrong with you, Tom?
He's on single-digit hit points.
Well,
Yeah.
fine.
Ah.
15 points, 15 saving throw, Ziki.
Oh, okay, yeah, you succeeded.
So yeah,
Never
you kind of
mind.
throw the sacred flame out, but even though you think you're catching her from behind, that she's unaware of you, but like the first one, she almost seems to shimmer in place, displacing herself as she moves so quickly. The sacred flame splashes against the stone wall of the tower. She just turns
Okie dokie.
around. I will deal with you later. Anything else, Ziki?
That's me good, I think. Yeah. Club cantrip
Okay,
over here.
Zeros, the one that you're fighting, tries to claw you or grab you, but that
Please
is
miss.
a natural 1 for a 7.
Yes. Okay. Hey, wait. First, before you carry on, I want to use a riposte. If it misses me, I can do a melee attack.
Sure, yeah, you can make a melee attack.
I cannot have this thing hit me. I'm dead. So I use my reaction to do it. I expend 1 superiority die. Yes. Yes.
Tom,
Melee attack.
you are still 3 fighter, aren't you? So you've still got Battle Master.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Son of an actual bitch.
Oof.
She goes to grab you by the neck with one of her claws. You almost kind of manage to spin, bring the He Who Grins almost into a stabbing motion behind you. But before you know it, she kind of leaps up, puts her feet onto the wall as if stood on solid ground, avoiding the attack, and then she comes in for a second claw. Fuck me.
She's spooky.
9 to hit.
Hey.
You lucky boy.
So
Nice.
the two of you just you've kind of got her arms gripped in yours. You're kind of wrestling for control, and she does not regenerate because she was hit by a radiant damage spell last turn. So you can see this is, and there's nothing left of the woman from before, by the way. This is now a feral creature that is fighting to feed. Like, it's just trying to drink your blood. This thing is not even a person anymore. It's just going for your blood. Rose Vanandi, you can see 2 fights, one going on above you, one going on behind you.
One looks really
Can
cool.
I'm going to shoot the one that Zeros is fighting because it has my Slayer's Prey on it. So
Yeah.
I'm going to
Kill
take
skill.
a couple of shots at her. Yeah. 16 plus 9.
Stealing the kill from the
16
vampire
hits.
spawn on Zeros.
Do not worry about damage.
17 plus... Okay, yeah. Okay, first
It
one
had
hits.
1 hit point. She had 1 hit point left. So
One!
the arrow just... Yeah, 1 hit point left. Yep.
Son of-
Nice.
It goes through the heart that's been exposed by the wound. The arrow shaft pierces through the heart, and the woman just turns to dust, turns to black dust.
Good.
The 2 remaining vampires howl in fury and rage. Just, again, these echoing screams.
I want to turn to Zeros and go, it's thank you. And then turn and shoot the one that's down the stairs. Sorry, I
gonna
couldn't
say-
help it. I couldn't help
Nice.
it.
I was going to say it would be cool if we were having our fight and she was getting the upper hand on me, I was getting the upper hand on her, and then I turn her towards you as you shoot her. But no, you turn it into a little sass moment.
Well, anyway, Rose, second attack.
I won't do it. I won't do it in I'm not gonna do it in a really mean way. I'm gonna just be it's more of a little subtle kind of
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da.
but then I'm gonna shoot the one that's downstairs for my second shot. Yes?
Sure. Yeah, sure.
my second
You
arrow?
can turn around easily, yeah.
So-
Definitely within range and sight.
I can take 1 HP. Expect me to thank you.
I'm joking. 17. It was too good to not say it. Oh, come
I
on.
know. I
Um,
know.
17 plus 9 to hit.
Now hit. Sure.
So, 5, 6, 9, 9 points of damage with the bow. And can I move my Slayer's Prey onto this one because the other one
I believe
died?
you can do, as long as you can do that.
Ooh, 6 points of damage on Slayer's Prey. Please, thank you.
It's another 3.
Never get
So,
that
yeah.
when I roll for
It's-
A-list lightning.
Arrow thuds
Only
in. No.
Rose.
The arrow thuds into her shoulder, and she kind of staggers for a moment now, sort of being surrounded. The halfling makes a saving throw against the laughing effect. That's an 8. Keeps just... you can just hear, like... like, there's crying.
What's so funny?
The blood is just streaming down her face. And you just managed to hear, like, a choking word, like a name, but it's lost amongst the laughter and the choking sobs. Dog's body.
Interesting.
If I'm just because this corridor is quite messy. If I move 30 feet, go on.
Yeah. No, I was going to say the only thing is as you are fighting these things, kind of coming from, because I'm guessing you put like the hilt sword like into like a bag or your belt or something like that. Like you stored it away as you got your great axe out. From that hilt, you just feel hatred. You just feel intense hate and rage stemming from this weapon.
Yeah.
Hey, me too.
So anyway, you wanted to move?
Do I always end up with the sentient weapons? Like, seriously?
You could just give it to somebody else. You could just be like, oh, I don't want it. There you go. You have it. This thing creeps me out.
No, Dog's body likes it. It makes him feel safe. If I move 30 feet, am I within whacking range of vampire down the stairs?
5,
vampire.
10, 15, 20. Yeah, easy. Yep.
Yeah, all right, then let's...
Everyone's surrounding her.
Wail on this monster.
I was really hoping the halfling would save. That's annoying.
Yeah. I don't know whether or not to actually attack the halfling and start whacking on that one.
Well,
nah, I made a decision. Stick with it. Indecisive Kim, being indecisive, as always. I'm going to Great Axe, smack. That's a 4, a 6, 10, nothing.
So you go to bring it down, and kind of similar to Zeros, she pirouettes and spins and slaps the Great Axe blade, almost embedding it into the stone wall, causing you to miss with the first attack.
But he comes back with a 15 plus 6 is a 21.
That hits.
That is 10 points of regular damage and 4 points of cold.
Points of regular, 4 points of cold. You hear her grunt for the first time as the actual semblance of pain seems to echo through her body as the axe pierces down into her body. Anything else, Dog's body?
That is all from me.
You see some of her wounds begin to heal as she takes stock of the situation. Jesper, she attempts to claw you, only an 11 to hit.
Oh, no.
And then she will attack Dog's body. That is a 18 to hit Dog's body.
18 is a hit.
4, 5, 8 points of slashing damage as her long claw-like nails rake across your chest.
My bare,
Zeros.
naked, hairy chest. Just want to point that detail out.
She move.
Very hairy.
She gets attacks. Nah, she gets any attacks opportunity. I think she'll do it next turn. Zeros.
Cool. I don't really want to face down this little halfling that's laughing away on my own. So I'll just head downstairs and just have a little peek at what's going on. Oh my god, there's so much happening down here.
There's also, you can just about get into range of the vampire spawn fighting everyone.
Sure. Let's have a little wacky on that one.
Move Rose to it as well. Sure.
And I will use a physical dice again. Oh, I love you. 24.
That's a hit.
To hit with that, and then boom, 25 damage.
No divine
Holy
smite.
shit.
Jesus.
No divine smite. I only have 2 spell slots.
So coming running down the stairs, this flaming greatsword, Zeros plunges the weapon into her back as she's fending off Dog's body and Jesper and everybody else. And you just hear this kind of howling shriek as she does so. Zeros, anything after your turn?
I think that will be all.
Okay.
Yeah, all my stuff is actions, so pretty much.
Kim, where is Dog's
Yes.
body keeping the sword hilt? Where is he
Tucked
put it?
into my, my high belt that I got on the artwork. Like it's tucked into me The
So
front.
it's visible to
Oh,
anybody
cute.
who is looking at Dog's body.
Yeah. Sticking out the top
Okay.
where my snail trail is.
Okay. Well, first of all, Ismark the Lesser will make his 3 attacks. First, longsword is a hit.
He's
Second
got bardic
longsword is a miss.
inspiration.
He does. He will use it on his second attack.
It's a D8.
It's a D8, is it, for Jesper? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
That is going to turn it into a hit. And then his hand axe is also a hit. So all 3 hit thanks to Jesper's bardic inspiration. And you just see
What a
him kind
boy.
of wailing this fury of strikes onto the creature. Sadly, not all of them seem particularly effective. First one is 2 damage. The second one is better, is 9, so 3, so 5 damage total. The next one is also 9, so another 4, so it'd be 10, and then another 4, so 14 points of damage total.
Nice.
And you can see him, like, he focuses his attacks on where everybody else has been striking, trying to widen the wounds to make it so that they can't heal as well. You can see him, like, wedging his axe and his sword in at the same time and yanking to try and split open some of these, gaping strikes that have been caused. Irina, on her turn, as she's looking over the fight and about to kind of, like, join it, you can see her pulling a rapier and beginning to chant some spells. Then her eyes fall on Dog's body. Sergei's sword! That is Sergei's sword! It was given to him. That was my beloved's. And she just completely seems to be taken back, like her vision. She just seems fixated on the weapon and completely loses herself in the moment.
Took me a little while to remember who Sergei was there.
That's fine,
It's
you don't need to. Jesper.
Rudy.
That is the sword we've been looking for. It's broken. I'm going to keep attacking the
She's like
vampire
blinking to herself for a moment. Okay.
So I will do a just regular 1-2 rapier. Natural 20 though. So that's
Oh,
20.
wow.
Nice.
You're going to need to roll this manually, I think, Trot, because it kind of screws up, I
Alright.
think.
So it's a 1d8. So that would be 8.
So 8 plus 4. What is it? Plus 3, sorry.
1d8 plus 4. So I'll add that on
So it'd be
top.
12 max, then roll a d8 and add that.
For an extra 4 on that.
So 16 halved to 8.
And
So the rapier kind of juts through her throat up into her skull, and you pull it free.
And the dagger is a 15 to hit, 8 piercing.
With the dagger, you manage to plunge it dead into the center of the chest, and you feel it pierce through into the black heart, and her body just crumbles into the same black dust that was there before.
Begone, spawn.
Anything else, Jesper?
He will shed a single metagame tear and stand back.
Okay. Zeke, so far, down on this floor, there doesn't appear to be any threats. You can still hear pained, crying laughter coming from above.
I just say, there's still one left. And I'll just start making my way up.
Okay. So you emerge upstairs. You've got enough room. You can pretty much carry on if you want to, or you can stay in the center of the room by the basin.
I think I'll stay there. Can I ready an action? So
Yeah.
Say if she comes out of her spell, I'll I'll cast Sacred Flame on her again.
Okay. Perfect. That one is dead. Rose.
I will move up as well into the top and position myself to have a good shot at Cackling Lady, re-put my
same thing,
Slayer's
ready in
Prey
action.
onto her. And I want to say to Jesper, if we're all ready, can you drop it and we hit her at once? And I will ready an action to shoot her only when Jesper tells me, when I sense that that's dropped, or Jesper and everyone else attacks.
Okay.
So we all attack. I will ready 2 shots.
Okay.
Okay. After that, so you ready the action. She does,
wait,
because
what
I
am I
just...
doing?
She,
Waiting for what?
I've just said to you, we will hit her all at once.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Welcome to my world, Katie. I just read the spell. She is technically prone, but she can still move. She can't take any actions or reactions, but she can still move. And in her current position, like, she's still crying with this, like, laughter, like this hideous, like, choking laughter. But she crawls to the window and she has enough movement to basically crawl to the outside of the turret, which technically doesn't trigger any provoking attacks, and then she will save. What's the DC on your save, Jesper? That's is it a wisdom save?
Yeah, it is of 13, I believe. Yeah.
16, so 13 plus 3. So you finally hear the laughing stop, and then just one last primal scream echoes out. Dog's body. So she's technically out. Yeah.
Can I can I just I think can I look at the hilt, like take the hilt out and sort of waggle it, and can I do like an Arcana check or anything like that to be like, or
I mean, no, you would need significant time. Like an Arcana check is not going to reveal how to use this weapon.
Okay.
You're going to need
in which
to
case
sit down and figure it out.
I'll just
You need to
go
attune
to
to it.
Irina and I'll just be like, "It's broken, love. It's broken." And then start.
It's not broken. It was Strahd had it destroyed. We thought it was destroyed. It's not broken. But that's all she manages to get out on her turn.
No blade.
What else?
Can I start going back up the stairs? And I guess I probably can't see Vampire Lady to.
Do you give it to Irina, or are you just kind of like just talking to her, like, because she can see her, like she's sort of like looking at it.
She's the other side of the gap. No, she isn't, is she?
No, she came over. Yeah, she's just behind Jesper.
I think that. Yeah, I'll give it to her.
Okay.
I'll give her
she kind of holds it in her hand. She clutches it to her chest, and you can just see that there are just tears pouring down her face as she holds it close. My Sergei. My Sergei.
I'll do a very awkward pat on the shoulder.
Mhm.
There, love. Gotta go. I'll go upstairs to, but I probably can't. I'm not within range to do anything. But before I go
5,
upstairs,
10,
can I
15,
take,
15,
can I take a very
20.
tattered and stained handkerchief out of my pocket and just sort of like stuff it into Irina's other hand, and then just
Yeah, well, you can give it along
Very-
with the sword if you like. Yeah, for sure.
yeah. It's really gross, but I just there. Have a good blow, love. Get it all out, and I'm just gonna go vampire. I'm really uncomfortable, and just go up the stairs. Guessing there's probably nothing I can do to Vampire Lady though.
You are literally like 10 feet away from her, and she's on the outside of the building. But you're just out of range with your movement.
Is there a window like lock-in stuff?
Yeah, there's a
Is it
window.
blocking the way?
Like, yeah, she's gone round the side, so she's just she's sort of on the edge of the window basically.
Anyone next to the window?
Nope, nobody's next to the window.
In which case, can I shoot the window with my crossbow, please, and smash it out?
This is an already smashed out window. This is the one that she came in through.
Oh, okay. In that case, I'm just gonna. Have I spent an action doing any of my beautiful RP? If I haven't.
No, I'd probably say a
hold an
bonus action to like give the hilt to
Hanky.
Irina and then move.
And a hanky.
So you still have an action.
I will hold my action to attack with my great axe when she comes into range. If
Okay.
and when.
Zeros.
Cool. Do I have movement to get to the window? I can't see roll 20 at the moment, sorry.
Yeah, no worries. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, you do, because Dog's body was just a little bit further down than you.
Okay.
You were a bit further up.
And she's just outside the window, right? Can I just try and grab her and pull her back in?
Sure, you can make a strength check. You make an opposed strength check.
Awesome. Ba-ba-boom. 23.
23, really? Holy shit. So fucking close. So
Really?
you feel this immense strength, this tiny little halfling woman nearly fucking resists you. Like, you can feel her, like, you have to strain all of your muscles, like, dig your claws into the stone and pull back with all of your strength. But you do have her grappled. And you can move half speed with a grappled creature. So you can pull her back in. What's your action? to
Cool,
grapple
yeah.
her?
If I've got the movement to sort of spin around and
And drag her in.
yeah, and like hold her towards the other guys. No.
Yeah, does that
Please.
trigger actions from
It wouldn't
us?
technically trigger Zeki's, because Zeki's... I mean, look, this is the thing where, like, if I was going to be an asshole DM, I'd be like, no, because the wording of your actions was that when she came out of the spell. But the point is that all of you were basically readying yourselves for when you had a moment to attack together. I would say that this is it. So Zeki and Rose... Yeah, and Dog's Body, all three of you can make your attacks, basically.
Yeah, I said within range,
Okie dokie.
so...
Yeah. She will have... she's grappled, so actually she fails the Sacred Flame automatically.
Oh, nice. Okay, 2d8.
Nice.
I have 18 plus 9 on one of mine. The other one is...
You only get one
nice.
attack, Katie. On a reactionary attack, you only get one.
Oh.
So even if you have extra attack, on held actions, you only get one attack.
Okay, well,
The first one hits. Yeah, there you go.
And the other one was a 4, so I doubt.
Yeah, doesn't matter anyway.
No, it doesn't hit.
Right, so you hit on your attack, Katie, so roll damage for that. Dog's Body, what did you get to attack?
I rolled a 24 to attack.
Our hit.
Take my head
I
off.
rolled 14 regular damage and 2 cold damage.
9, 10.
And then Zeki, what was the radiant damage? Because let's do that one.
11.
Katie, if you just hold on. 11 radiant damage. And then Katie, what was your damage?
11, including Slayer's Prey, so whatever.
Half to 5. So yeah, these 3 strikes as Zeros basically drags her in, holding her arms back. She's no longer laughing, but you can see the fangs are bared, and she is just howling in your faces. I'll kill you. I'll eat you all. I'll make you suffer. Just all of these attacks land. You can see the sacred radiant energy burns away some of the pallid flesh. The arrows stick into her body and don't heal up. The big cut from the great axe carves a section down her tiny form, but still alive. However, badly wounded. Ismark will make the slow progression up the stairs, but he's gonna probably not make it the full way up to attack. Irina will... Yes, but you're still by Irina, right?
Yeah, I just moved my character so that we could see upstairs.
So I think you see Irina on her turn. She kind of like stops holding this weapon, this hilt.
Mm-hmm.
She looks at you. It's not broken, Jesper. Just changed. When we have some time, I'll show you how it can work. But I can't. It needs someone to wield this weapon. But I can't. And she just nods to you. And there is a kind of resolute look in her eyes. It wasn't for nothing. Trust me, you've got the best weapon against Strahd. Here, now.
Okay. I believe you.
The best weapon is currently grappling a vampire, thank you.
Ooh.
I think she probably would also look at you, Jesper. But this won't work just for anyone. This weapon won't work for Zeros. And I'm not sure it will work for Zeki or Dog's Body either. It will need to be you or Rose that wields this.
Oh.
Well, there's a thing about you, Dog's Body, that nobody else knows yet that I know why this wouldn't work for you.
You stink.
Racist. It's a racist sword. Really racist sword.
The racist sword.
Fucking
I'm
hates
just
ASMRs.
not working with you.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Okay. So that's her go, is it?
Yeah, well, she doesn't. She's still sort of in a holy shit. It's my beloved husband who was murdered sword, and I'm very emotional.
Right.
That makes sense.
What do you do?
I will acknowledge what she's going through right now, but also
And then
there's a vampire spawn upstairs, so I will run upstairs.
What's she doing with a
You
hanky
can
though?
get-
What's?
Yeah, you can
I
get
need
just
to
in
know.
rage.
What's she doing with a hanky?
It's probably on the floor. It's probably on the
Oh,
floor.
for fuck!
Shit on Kim Day.
I'm
Poor
gonna
dog's body.
just run in, throwing myself at this vampire spawn.
Yeah.
So that's a 15 to hit.
This is something I forgot for the reactionary attacks. You have advantage, technically, because she is grappled. I forgot this
Okay.
for the...
It's still 15.
Still 15, that hits. So 11
Okay.
damage, half.
11, yeah, half.
To 5.
And then you can do it. Alright, 15 for the dagger as well, so that's 5 piercing.
5.
Down
So
to 2.
half to 2. So you just come in and wailing with your weapons on this pinned creature as Zeros is holding her arms back. You can just hear the fury as she's scrabbling to get free but unable to. Just her screams drowning out any other noise around you. Zeke.
Can I cast Toll the Dead on her, s'il vous plaît?
Yeah, what do I have to do?
So
Saving throw?
That's a wisdom save throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, Ree. That is a 21. I just keep rolling really high on saves against
That's
you.
fine.
Really
It's all good.
So yeah,
high?
yeah, I mean 18 plus 3, so 21.
Re-
Yeah,
Re-
I
I got
She's
it.
having doubts. She's having doubts. All right, it's fine.
Well,
Like,
I
he's-
don't know. I don't think it's Zeke. I think it's just the fury of this woman at her
Yeah.
other kind of like spawn being killed. Whatever power you're channeling against her is just bouncing off of her like droplets against a stone. Like they're just not
Yeah.
impacting. They're just not having any effect as she screams and howls. Rose, Rose, because you are a kind of monstery slayer type person, you don't know much about vampires, but you know that the old stake through the heart is normally a good thing. But normally it's quite hard because vampires fight you back. This could be a good stakey time.
Ooh. Is there anything that I could use as said stake?
An arrow would do that. If you took the
That'd
tip off an
still do
arrow,
it.
if you just an arrow shaft, yeah. I mean, it needs to be a
Cool.
piercing weapon made of wood. So I would say a piercing weapon, like an arrow,
Sure.
is probably enough.
I'll do that. I'll try and do that.
Yeah,
'Cause-
yeah. I mean, she's grappled. That she hasn't. She's can't really resist. So yeah, you just.
I did, yeah. I did do a thingy, sensey thing to find out what they were weak to last time we fought.
Yes, you did,
What's his
yeah.
face?
Yeah. And you've done
so I
you've
would
done some
know.
checks, so you know that they're like harmed by running water and sunlight and stuff like that as well. So,
Got
yeah,
it.
you come up and just, and you just see her whole body. You just go rigid, as if paralyzed in time. Just this twisted, bestial face frozen in time.
Thank you.
Is Zero still like super duper hurt?
Oh, I'm not looking great now.
I might just like pat him on the back and give him a level 1 cure wounds. Like just a very
Oh,
quick
Yeah,
pat.
Yep.
no. Healing hurts me. I'm dead.
That is not true.
How much do I get back?
You get 6.
45. Oh,
6. You get 6.
thank you. Thank you. So is she didn't turn to dust. She's just frozen. Is she dead? Like
She's completely paralyzed. Yeah, she's completely paralyzed. So the next person to technically who would have gone would be Dog's Body. I mean,
Hello.
just like Rose. Yeah. Shit. Do you want to do anything? You and Dog's Body and Zeros basically could finish her off. Like between the two of you, she's literally can't. You'd make crits against her automatically. Like this would be brutal if the two of you decide to just go to town. This is going to be mean.
I'm gonna cut her head off.
Okay. Yeah.
It's
And
satisfying.
then Xeros probably like plunges the blade in, and the body just is turned to ash by your 2 attacks.
If the head doesn't come off, I'll stomp on it. Sure.
Yeah. So I mean, between the 2 of you,
Well, that's
I'm not going to roll any more dice.
I was just cutting her head
But
off.
yeah.
Like, I
Jesus!
I'll,
piss on
you
it
know-
a bit too.
Boot it out the window. See if I can get it back to Ravenloft.
Bloody hell.
You can throw it out the window.
Put a note
for
on
sure.
it.
You can have
Just
this
say
dragon
I
blood
tapped. Jesus.
from Asmodeus.
Shit.
LYBB.
Yeah. Without too much to do, you finish her off.
Awesome.
There's a moment of silence after the last blow is done. And then the sky around the tower
Oh.
turns red.
Oh.
Red clouds, a red moon, orange glow. And you see the fiery
Sunrise.
visage of Strahd's face, formed amongst the clouds, his eyes like smouldering coals. It just lingers there for a moment. I will not forget this. And then the tower begins to shake. The ground beneath Argynvost begins to churn and move and writhe. Stone begins. What do you guys do?
Quick, we must leave.
Yep.
Let's start running. Start
Yep,
running.
let's
Yeah,
go.
so
Pretty much
You
that.
run down the stairs. There is a 10-foot gap as you are running down the stairs from the top of the tower.
I mean, I want to do
you-
kind of the opposite of what we did last time. I leap over it and
Yeah.
then start grabbing people to come over.
And I'll
Okay, so
yeet.
I believe,
Yeah.
yeah. So I believe everybody except Jesper and Ziki and Irina need to make athletics checks as you run to escape this tower. Made even more difficult, by the way, this jump, as the whole thing is shifting and turning. You're having to keep your balance as you do so. Okay, Jesper and Irina, you both manage to just barely clear it as you're running, and the rest of you begin making your way down the rest of the tunnel. But Ziki, you, as the tower shakes violently once, it lurches to the side, causing you to slip. Give me a dex save with advantage, please.
Oh my god.
That's 2 10s.
Two
My
tens.
dex is 0, but there's 10s. That's 10s as they are.
Oh shit.
I've got nothing.
So Ziki, you take 13 points of bludgeoning damage. As Xeros, you watch as Ziki's body just flies through this large hole, slams into the wooden platform below that the rest of the team are running towards. Ziki,
She's ahead
can
of
you
us.
make... She is ahead of you. Ziki, can you make another dexterity saving throw for me, please? This time without advantage.
Oh no.
break the other staircase.
Oh my
Oh my god.
Stop using it! Roll real dice! Roll real dice!
You are
Roll.
literally the most cursed D&D player
god.
in the world.
8, 11.
I'm gonna delete
Fuck's sake!
Roll20 from your browser. I'm gonna block you
Yeah.
from Roll20.
Can someone
So
else
as-
roll for her?
As Ziki hits the wooden platform below the one that you first entered this tower set from, the wood, as the tower is shifting and churning as the ground, as this tremor disrupts Argynvostholt, the beams break and splinter, and a section of that platform breaks. And Ziki, you try to grab a section of it, but you fall, and you now fall into the large open roof of the chapel. Much higher drop as you fall all the way through, crash landing in the
Holy
chapel
shit.
where you first entered into Argynvostholt.
Jesus!
You take 21 bludgeoning damage.
I'm down. That's it. I'm out.
Oh
Okay.
no.
So you're at 0 currently. Everybody else, you will. So we'll say if you were dashing, you'd get to the platform that Ziki broke through. basically with 30 feet of movement. So you can now see that there is a hole that looks down, and it's about a sort of 50-foot drop down into the chapel, where lying amongst broken pews and broken stone, Ziki is out cold on the ground, blood kind of pooling around her and stuff like that. What do you guys do? You can rush
Rose,
out into
heal
the
me.
roof.
Can I
Heal me.
can I give Xeros a piece of rope? So I've got a 50-foot rope in my
I was just gonna
inventory.
leap.
Tie this to something. I can get her. If you can lower me down quickly, I will get her.
Sure.
Yeah,
yeah,
so
I'll
Zeros, make an
find the
athletics
most,
check.
I'll
most secure
yeah, can
piece
both
of
of us?
banister that's not going to break.
Yeah. So one of you,
Or
so
even-
Dog's Body or Zeros, make an athletics check with advantage. Whoever's got the highest. I believe it will be Zeros.
I've got +3
I've got
athletics.
+4.
With advantage.
So yeah, plus
Okay, you
4
go.
with advantage. So 16. 16's enough to carry Rose's weight. As Rose, you kind of loop Zeros tugs on the rope, wraps it around himself and a piece of the stone, and you basically sail down. What are the rest of you doing as this tower is still shaking, and you can see parts of stone are beginning to break free? Another section of the roof above you snaps and breaks as Irina and Ismark rush down behind you.
Just doing my best
Zeros,
to
you
run.
are locked in place for this turn until Rose gets to the bottom. So are you going to run out onto the roof? Yes, because there's no way down to the chapel from this part of the tower. So if I was to
Dragon
put it,
hole.
you kind of go. Where's Jesper?
Yeah, is there not a hole
So
in the
you are
middle?
currently,
like
like-
this, though?
Here. Yeah, there is a hole, but it's a 50-foot drop.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what Ziki fell down, basically.
Yeah. Okay. So,
So Ziki's like in the middle down here.
I know, he meant the hole in the roof, like the one that was caved
Just
in.
having a nap.
Yeah, there's a big hole in the
It's
roof.
the
You
same
could rush
height,
out
right?
onto the roof and jump down that. Yeah. No, it would go down to the floor below you. It wouldn't be the same height.
Where the
I
remnant
would-
is, I think.
oh, that could be really
It is
bad.
where the
Wave.
Revenant is. You're right, Tom.
I don't want that. I don't want that. Yeah, I'm gonna bust out onto the roof and get as far as I can into one of these little towers.
Like towers, yep.
Turrets.
Dog's Body, you're not holding the rope anymore, so do you want to do the same after you've helped Zeros?
Well, I would like to say that before we ran down here, I picked up my handkerchief very delicately, stuffed it back in my belt. And
Noted.
yeah,
You're 5
well, I'm
feet behind
guessing
everyone else.
Zeros doesn't look like he's struggling or anything.
No. Now that Rose is
Like,
down, he just
no.
has to hold the
Good.
weight.
Okay.
It's like I'm fishing.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna carry on. Follow Jesper.
Okay.
Wait, who's that?
So that's a vampire spawn I forgot to delete.
oh my
on the
god.
map. Right, Rose, you will get down to Ziki. Ziki, make 1 death save for me, as it will take 1 death save before Rose can descend the rope.
Roll
Roll
real
actual
dice.
dice.
Isn't that one?
Roll 20 again. Huh?
I'm doing. I've already rolled a nat 1. How much worse can it get, right?
Nat
It
20.
can get even better.
Dross.
Peaks and troughs. Because as you're lying there, Ziki, you feel the mists, the darkness beginning to cloud around you. And although you know your eyes are shut, you see Argon Vostholt around you. You see Rose in slow motion descending down this rope towards you, your brother holding her by this rope as the rest escape. And on the very edges of your peripheral vision, you see familiar black shapes. A giant spider, a slug-like being, a thin, tall, skeletal man. His hold is weakening. You lie on the border of death. This is where you are strongest, where he once held power. You can stop this. Save this mansion. You must simply indulge in this pool of death. Awaken to your power. Embrace our pact.
It's Argavostholt. Save it!
It is
What
not
does that
for us
mean?
to save. It is for you. And you
Oh, I
feel
want to save it.
they raise their hands, and these tendrils of darkness flow into your body. And Zeke, your eyes open. Rose, you see Zeke's eyes open, and for a moment they're just pools of night. Where Xeros's are ruby gems, Zeke's are just pure black for a flash. And Zeke, you feel this connection with the land. Not just as in like magic, but like the area around Argynvostholt is a part of you. And you can feel like somebody is shaking it, somebody's attacking it. And if you just reach out with that darkness, if you just spread that darkness out from you, you can hold it. You can stop them shaking it. And as you feel that power stretch out, it feels good. It makes you feel strong, makes you feel powerful, and you can feel Strahd's grip as he shakes the ground around Argynvostholt, and a word escapes your lips, a word that, Rose, you are the only one that you hear it. You hear Zeke just say, no. And the shaking stops.
What? What?
Cool.
Holy shit!
Oh.
And you see her
That's
eyes
awesome.
open. They stop being black. They come back to Zeke's eyes, and she gasps, and she gets her 1 hit point from rolling a natural 20.
Hey! Back streets back. All right.
Oh my god.
Welcome back, Ree.
Oh
Epic
my God, I'm
evil.
back again.
Limbo state comes back to Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, the best.
Can I just say to Rose, I can't fall here. There's more to do. My work isn't done.
You can, and you do.
You Dragonborns really have a way of like falling and then coming back, and I still don't understand it. And I want to feel like that was a coincidence that shaking just stopped, but I know it wasn't.
Thank you for your help.
I didn't
We're
do
safe.
anything.
You came back. That means a lot.
You were brought back once. I'd hate for that pact to be for nothing.
Thank you.
Okay.
Let's get moving.
You like dangling from the rope.
No, like Rose like descends and scurries up to Ezekiel, I imagine.
Cool.
But yeah, there's no shaking. What does everyone do? Do you try and meet up? Do you try and sort of like make your way back through down to the chapel? Is that where you're all gonna kind of like meet
Yeah.
up together, or?
As far as Jesper's aware, Zeke fell through the chapel and
Yeah.
I'm running
And
there,
then-
basically.
Yeah. You notice none of you except Rose know what happened with Zeke. And even Zeke, Rose doesn't know the full extent, but yeah, I think it would be sensible for Rose to... She's a smart lady. There is definitely no way that was a coincidence. Like, Zeke saying no, and then the shaking stopped immediately. But yeah, the rest of you all meet up down in the chapel, and things seem normal. I think actually the only thing is those of you who head through the top level, as you are making your way back, stood at the edge of the room where you encountered the Revenant with the greatsword, you see Vladimir stood there just looking in your direction. What did you do?
Fought some vampire ladies. Very bitey.
You angered Strahd.
He was coming to kill us. What were we supposed to do?
Curious. You did well to anger Strahd, to make him Strike at Argynvostholt. Even I have not managed such a feat. You have done well. And he just turns to leave.
Cool. Doesn't hate us now.
That guy really creeps me out, that guy. I don't know who creeps me out more, that guy or the dragon. Or which dragon? Both dragons. In fact, both dragons and that guy creep me out. Have any of you two, anyone else got curses that I need to know about here? Anyone?
Not that I know of.
I can curse you if you want, as is
please
Vistani tradition.
I don't need more. Ugh. Let's go. I got me Yankee.
Don't
Let's go.
recommend it. As you stand in the chapel, where once there was this red light at the top of the tower, there is now a golden light. You begin to see the very first touches of dawn rising through the stained glass window. Just beginning to lift. Still perhaps a few hours away, but just those first few soft yellow golden rays begin to drift over Barovia.
Nice. I mean, I don't care about it.
Is there anything that you guys want to do, say, talk about?
I mean,
Sunlight.
As much as we get here in Barovia, but at least we know that Strahd can't send any more creatures like that after us for a while, at least.
I have never seen sunlight in Barovia.
As a point, it's still that kind of grey casts. It's not actual sunlight. It's just the, it's the
And
sun.
I
has
never
risen,
will.
but it's behind it. Yeah, it's that. There is still light in Barovia. It's not necessarily sunlight, but you still have dawn and dusk. It's not just permanently nighttime. There is like a transition between the day.
but it was having effect on the pillar, right? The tower that we were in. No. Okay. Maybe eventually.
Yeah.
Apparently, our search through Argynvostholt was not for nothing. I was quick to assume. Tatiana. This hilt still retains its power.
This was a weapon. It was my Sergei's. A powerful weapon. Forged for him by a wizard long, long ago. It was made in... it was perfect for Sergei. It was filled with his light, his joy, his happiness. The things that I loved about him. And Strahd hated it. It was a symbol of Sergei's strength, of everything that was good about him and terrible about Strahd. But it seems that whoever he sent to destroy it did not finish the job. She holds the hilt up. She closes her eyes. She places it against her palm, the hilt. And then as she brings her hand across, a brilliant blade of pure sunlight emerges.
Nice.
And that is where we will end today's episode.
Oh, you got it. Oh, you got it.
Awesome.
I just need to decide who's going to use it.
I know.
Amazing.
I think it should be
Use it
the
as
archer.
backstrap.
Trot, I know! What a surprise! A sword of sunlight. Wow, so weird, right? What a surprise for you!
I'm glad we got it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Cool. Good episode. And I've got some even better news for you. Recovering one of your major artifacts means you get a level up. Yay!
Yes!
Level up time!
Yes.
One step
yes.
closer back to multi-attack. Ba-ba-ba-bum.
Rhiannon,
Hello.
I would like to formally request that your level up is in Warlock, please, given that last final moment.
I was going to ask.
I would very much like it to be a Warlock. It's up to you. It's your choice. But I think it would be very thematic. You increase Warlock power.
Nice. Oh, if I do one more in this thing, I get to pick my thing, my thing.
Yeah.
My sacred oath.
I'll need to I'll go over that and we'll make some changes, but it's pretty much going to be the same, just some very minor changes for you, Tommy Boy.
Nice.
Just
cool.
Yeah, Dog's Body could get a level in Bard too. I have 3 bards.
I will be a bard and sing a song of my people.
Cool. Good game. We will do all the things like leveling up off stream. It was a bit of a combat-y one, but I think that having Strahd's brides turn up suited by
still very RP. Yeah.
Cool fight.
Cool moments. Very cool moments. Especially Zeke at the end there.
Cinematic. Yeah, very cinematic.
Very cool.
Well, that is it for Curse of Strahd today. The age of Zeke, the Lich begins.
Wait, what?
To be a Lich. Oh my god. Could you imagine being a playable character being a Lich? Best life.
Being a Lich would be pretty cool. Yeah, just being a cool skeleton who's just
They're
like, I'm a skeleton. Fuck off.
I'd love to. Can I do that next? If
What, play a
Dog's Body
Lich?
dies, can I come
No.
back as a Lich? Oh, for fuck.
No. They're pretty fucking powerful, Kim. No.
Well, can I just be a skeleton? Can I just be a skeleton?
Maybe, yeah. Could try and come up with some sort of skeleton race, undead race for you.
Just play musical instrument on my ribs. I'll be a bard skeleton, and my musical instrument is my rib cage.
No, I'm saying no to the idea now. No, you've ruined it. It could have been cool. You've made it a joke.
Little Mermaid. What?
Yeah, right, that's the first thing that came to my mind.
Honest, for a xylophone, that would be the first thing I go to as well. I'd go to. Amazing. Perfect. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in and watching. Tommy Boy, anything that we need to read out?
Oh, yes, indeedy. We got a message from Chromium246 that says, "Hello, everyone. Watching Lightfall right now, and it is so weird to see you all in contrast, playing now and then. It is insane. Also,
Re looks so different.
Re looks very different. Also, Trot, Cat is very impressed by your metagaming restraint. Good job today, everyone. Get some sleep. Thank you very much." Yeah, I saw you struggling away there.
Yeah,
it's like that picture of the guy with like the very veiny forehead, like.
Nah, it's part of the game, innit? Everyone does it.
Yeah. Nightjar, Dog's Body's Hanky, the hero that will save all of Barovia. Just you wait. Yeah, I saw a load of people asking exactly how solid is that hanky.
It's not solid. It's just
slashing
I know
weapon.
You guys are being all dirty and disgusting, but like, I mean, he blows his nose a lot. Like, he's got a lot of allergies
crusty.
Living in the woods.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have even thought about that.
No, until then. Thank you, Kim.
Boys. But yeah, I don't know. Pretty solid, probably. It's probably pretty stoned. It's got a lot of boogers in it.
Yeah,
cool. It's probably more poison or disease than like a slashing weapon. Like,
I see. Okay.
Allergies.
Poison.
Anyway,
Ashlow,
love you.
With a generous donation, thank you very much. Hello, my lovelies. I finally escaped VOD Squad and joined the stream team. It's
welcome.
I forgot what I called it. Live Gang for life. Currently loving both Curse of Strahd and Erois. If you don't mind a question, I'd love to know each of your favorite characters of those you've played on stream. Take care of yourselves. Ashlow, Mark, who's your favorite character?
Yeah, because I get to fucking play characters, don't I? Next.
Play all of
Favorite
them.
NPC. Favorite NPC.
I've got like 100,000 NPCs to choose from. You guys don't. You have a much
girly.
smaller pool.
Kim.
Yeah, they're fine. Sure, whatever.
Probably Boomer. I don't know. Yeah, Boomer.
It's Boomer. Mate. It's 100% Boomer for you.
Yeah, and probably Dog's Body, who is just Boomer.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I'll just pick
Anyone
the latest one in my recent. Jesper's great.
Wow. Everyone's taking this question real seriously. I love it.
Taryn was good. I like Taryn.
Yeah.
Ayla.
Definitely not Alzra because she's a level 20 warlock.
Ayla, not Elora, Katie.
No, I'm finding Ayla's very therapeutic.
Yeah,
just
you,
be
you,
in a
you
bit
kind
of
of settled more into
yeah.
Ayla now.
I feel like
cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
I love Alora, but I think that playing Ayla comes even easier just now. Like I
It's
know,
less
I feel like I
stressful.
know her quite well. Yeah.
Mm.
I think I've got an NPC category for Mark, and that is demons. So
Yeah.
I'll go with that.
Yes.
What do you mean?
I enraged.
Devils. I guess they're okay. I guess I should.
I annoyed a load of people when I said that I probably wouldn't bring Piri back because I don't like playing Monk all that much. So I'll say all my characters except Piri.
Nice. That'll keep him
Whoa.
calm. Nice.
That'll keep you calm.
Nice.
You're welcome, everyone. Ravager 4. The party's worst enemy. Is it Strahd? Is it a hag coven? A terrifying revenant with a magic sword? Of course not. It's a hole. It's just a hole.
Always the
Corridors,
inanimate
doors, and holes.
environment.
D&D
Yeah.
players smiting gods and falling victim to shoddy construction since 1974. There you go.
It's true. It's so true.
It's true.
Yeah.
It was
The
such
enemy
a
is
fucking
the world.
perfect, like fuck up on the save as well. It was just like
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
How?
so good.
I mean,
So
Rhiannon
good.
is
Just
a
the
true
perfect
member
time.
of High Rollers now with all of these low rolls that she's getting.
Yeah, that's true.
It's how it works. When you join, you get super high rolls, and you did with big dick energy. But
Yeah.
now,
Started high.
now if you rolled it, yeah. And finally, Varys has donated with no message. So that's
Thank
all.
you,
Thank
Varys.
you very much, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. We will be back on Sunday for High Rollers at Rois, which is our main homebrew game, sci-fi fantasy mix. I'm sure most of you in chat already watch it. Come by, swing by, speak to us then. Don't forget Kim's fundraiser tomorrow, 2 till 5
Yeah.
on twitch.tv/nanokim. There you go. There's the graphic. Come and check that out. Help raise some money for the end virus of racism, which is Kim's
I am good at
not-for-profit
graphic design.
charity. You are good.
Yeah.
You did it good.
Graphic design is my passion.
I will. Yeah, it absolutely is my passion. Can you tell with that graphic? We also have
but yeah.
gift subs from Crizzy29 and Navillo, and lots of subs, resubs, and bits.
Thank
very
you.
much, everybody who watched.
Thanks, everybody.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Have a good evening. We'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.